Hi, my name's Malcolm Fry and I wanted to welcome you to our workshop overview of the power of metrics. It doesn't sound much as the power of metrics. In fact, power is an incredibly important point here because with powerful metrics we can have a powerful impression. And if we have a powerful impression we can achieve things, we can change things. Let me give you an example of how important they are in our everyday lives. Imagine somebody calls you on the telephone about a mutual friend and says, this person has had a baby. So what's one of your first questions? Very soon you're going to ask the key question, what did it weigh? And you're told the baby weighed 2 pounds. Your reaction is, oh, that's not good. Is the baby okay? If I said the baby weighed 7 pounds, your reaction would be, oh, that's kind of like about right. Hopefully the baby's okay, but that kind of like have a different feeling. And if you're the mother, you'd have an even bigger feeling if I said, what about if the baby was 13, 14 or 15 pounds? Then you have a whole different set of thoughts, am I right? Too light, just right, too heavy. And that goes right through our lives. We're monitored and measured right throughout our lives, right through school, etc., etc. Then hopefully when we get old and pass on, we have a similar conversation where somebody calls you and says, do you know old Julie or old Auntie Jane or Uncle Bill or whatever has passed away? No, really? Oh, that's terrible. How old was he? There's the key question. How old was he? Actually, he was 55. Oh, no, that's not good. A decision, right there. Well, what about if I say he was 95? Really? 95? Wow. Unfortunately, if I say 20, then your reaction is entirely different. You feel sorrow. Even if you don't know the person, you feel sorrow. But again, it's a metric. It's what did we weigh, and we make an assumption from that metric at both ends. One of the first things that happens to you as a baby is you get washed, cleaned, weighed, and measured. And guess what happens before you get married? You get washed, cleaned, and measured and weighed so that you can get the right coffin and so on and so forth. So we start our lives at a metric as human beings, and we end our lives at a metric as human beings. Just like we start our job on the service desk with a set of metrics, and we end our job on the service desk with a set of metrics. The power of metrics is what do people think of what the service desk is doing and what you're doing from the metrics available to prove the case.